the top fertility foods, if you talk about like, what are the good fertility foods, then the very good way of looking at what is fertility food for you is to see how, how moist it is. Okay. So because the body has to have that moist environment in it to actually nurture an egg. Okay. So for example, if the plant is too dry, you're not watering it, it does not have that moist environment, then the leaves will start drying. So you need to have a moist environment inside your body. So what will make your body more moist is ghee, warm milk, okay, kesar, coconut, because coconut, again, you see, very moist and supple in nature. Coconut oil, very good for you. Rice, like a lot of women actually avoid rice because they feel like it's too fattening. But the rice, if you see its nature, it has that moistness in it. Right. It's not very dry. Absolutely. So rice really helps a lot. Other than that, nuts and seeds can really help. So sunflower seeds, flax seeds, sesame seeds, really, really good for you. So those are the seeds that you can increase in your diet. You can make like that those laddus that we make postnatal, which has all these seeds. Yeah. The same similar sort of laddus can be eaten when you're trying to conceive, because that's giving you exactly the right type of nutrition that body is looking for. Right. It has a vitamin E in it, which is vitamin E is tocopherol, which actually means fertility. Okay. So vitamin E is very, very important for fertility. And vitamin E is present in most of the nuts and seeds. Very rich in sesame seeds, very rich in, it's found in sunflower seeds. So if you increase those nuts and seeds in your diet, then you'll get the vitamin E. Vitamin E will promote the fertility. Similarly, B6. B6 is very critical for fertility. B6 is also responsible for, if somebody has a lot of mood swings before period, B6 can really fix it. So a good B6 supplement, if somebody is having a lot of mood swings, can fix it. And B6 is available in supplement form. You can take it. Okay. But otherwise, B6 is available in sweet potatoes, again, very moist, very root vegetables, And then it's B6 is also there in bananas. Okay. So all those foods are good for promoting more B6 in your body and promoting more vitamin E in your body as well. Magnesium is very important for fertility. Again, magnesium is there in dark chocolate. Magnesium is there in most of the green leafy vegetables. So the more greens you're going to eat, the more magnesium you're going to get. So these are fertility foods for you. So nuts and seeds and almonds, walnuts, Brazilian nuts, these are really great foods to have. So you can increase the consumption of this. Kesar is really good. So one of the things that works wonders, and I think somebody should do a clinical study on this, is if people who have painful periods or have any issue with their periods, like dragging pain and a lot of like discomfort and stuff like that, they can take 8 to 10 black raisins in a glass of water and soak it overnight. Add 2-3 strands of kesar to it. Leave it overnight. When you get up in the morning, you drink this water. And you eat those raisins which are soaked. And you do this for a month. And you will see a drastic change in the quality of your period. So if they are painful, they will be less painful. So this is something that works every single time that I have actually, recommended to anyone.
I mean, and this is amazing coming from your kitchen, but then coming from the kitchen. Girls post 18 and all, when they have these kind of issues, they can have it for months together?
Months together. Like black raisins is one of the things which in Ayurveda, they say that it's one of the superfoods. Right. So everybody has their own, classifications of superfoods. Modern nutrition has their own superfoods. Right. But in Ayurveda, black raisins is a superfood. Especially for women, it's loaded with iron. And you're losing iron every month when you bleed. Right. So that compensates. So every time...
So black raisin Munafka.
Yeah. So you take 8 to 10 of them. And you drink that water in the morning with kesar soaked in it. Amazing for your skin, anti-aging, and also very good for your periods.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So these are the supplements which are coming from the kitchen.
Yes.
Right? So any other supplements which you would recommend as they're growing needs?
I think one needs to take care of iron. Very important. It can really take a toll, because what happens is that every month when you bleed, you're losing iron. And if you're in 18 and you are living in a hostel, PG, I don't think so you're getting enough iron from your main diet.
True.
You're not eating the leafy vegetables and all that. So then you can very quickly become iron deficient. And that can then turn into a lot of issues. Like you feel a lot of fatigue, a lot of like depressive episodes. Like you feel like very low in mood because your iron is low. So taking care of iron is important because you're losing iron.
Right.
Iron is something that recycles. So for why men never have low hemoglobin, if you see any, I see a lot of blood reports all the time. So men usually never have it. Their hemoglobin is always 13, 14, 13, 14. The women are always 8, 9, 10, 11 because we're losing iron every month. Otherwise, iron is recyclable. So once there's enough iron in your body, it keeps recycling. So, it just rotates in your body. But if you're losing it every month, then if you're now replenishing it with food, then you can be deficient.
True.
And then you have to make sure that your hemoglobin levels are at the right level before you're looking to conceive. Right. You need to check that. Second one is vitamin D. Okay. The third one is B12, which is a very common deficiency because B12 is also related to your gut flora, your microbiome. And a lot of people these days have gut issues, so their absorption is not that great. So B12 levels are always low. So you should check your levels and make sure that they are at a decent level. Other than that, omega-3 is very important for anyone who's having any hormonal issues or is looking to conceive. Omega-3 is very, very critical because it's the DHA and the EPA combination which is there in omega-3. 1000 mg you can take, and that can fix most of the issues of deficiencies because omega-3 is something that body doesn't make. You have to take it from outside.
Okay.
The other deficiency that is being most talked about these days is magnesium. So magnesium, because again, people are not eating that many green leafy vegetables these days. So magnesium is something which is always low. And the problem with magnesium is that you can't measure it in the blood test because magnesium is actually in the cell, which is where it needs to be. So magnesium that you measure, which comes out in your blood report, is not the right indicator. You can have a very right level of magnesium in your blood, but you might be deficient inside the cell. So we can't measure that. So only way you can figure out that you have magnesium deficiency is through symptoms. Okay. For example, if there's fatigue, you're getting a lot of pins and needles, you're getting a lot of cramps, or you have sleep issues, you have mood issues, you have a lot of cravings for chocolate. That's a very classic a sign of magnesium deficiency. In that case, you should take a magnesium supplement also. So any good magnesium supplement can be taken as well. So these are main ones.
So when you're taking these supplements, is there a time frame to it?
Yes.
कितना खाना चाहिए, कितने महीने खाना
बिल्कुल,
चाहिए?
बिल्कुल. ये बहुत ज़रूरी है because you don't want to keep eating them because they can become very toxic very quickly.
Right.
For example, vitamin D, अगर आपने बहुत ज़्यादा खा लिया तो ये बहुत toxic हो जाएगा आपकी body के लिए. Vitamin C भी बहुत toxic हो सकता है. So my ballpark figure is take it for 3 months.
Every year.
Every year. Take it for 3 months and then after that drop it. Don't keep taking it for month after month after
and you
month.
can kind of
rotate
magnesium खा लो 3 महीना vitamin D खा लो 3 महीना.
बेस्ट है वो. रोटेट करते रहिए. हाँ, आप थोड़ा हर बार अपना एक साल का रूटीन बना लो आप कि 3 महीने विटामिन डी लेना है, फिर 3 दिन मैंने मैग्नीशियम लेना है, फिर एक बी कॉम्प्लेक्स ले लेना है, फिर उसके बाद थोड़ा आयरन अगर है टेस्ट में आ रहा है तो आयरन ले लो उस हिसाब से. विटामिन सी का एक डोज ले लो बीच में. So you take 2 or 3 combinations together and keep changing it every 3 months. Then, because I'm not a very big fan of, taking a lot of things.
Supplements, right?
Lot of supplements.
Yeah.
Unnecessarily ज़रूरी नहीं है.
Right.
So targeted supplement ले लीजिए जो आपको लगता है कि आपकी बॉडी में जिसकी कमी हो सकती है. अगर आपको symptoms हैं तो वो आपको पूरा हो जाएगा. और बॉडी इतनी इंटेलिजेंट होती है कि उसको जितना चाहिए होता है ना, if there's a deficiency, जितना होता है वो ले लेती है 3 महीने में. So then you don't have to keep taking it. You don't have to do it.
Right.
And then idea should be that you should get it from food. But over a period of time, over a period of 3, 4, 5 years, you can have a deficiency of something. And then once you fulfill that by taking a 3-month course, then you're good to go after that.